So let's talk more about breathing. Since we said yoga is the breath, we've used the Hoberman sphere as a tool for breathing, where you breathe in the nose all the way down to the belly. Use that diaphragm and then exhale and let the breath go. But you can expand upon that by talking about how when you breathe down into that belly, into that diaphragm, you also expand side ribs and you lift collarbones on the inhale, the deep inhale, as you're breathing in and out. You use the whole system, all right? We breathe so shallow most of the day. So this is a real encourager, a tool to help encourage that deep breath. There's lots of fun ways to encourage deep breath. I developed a breathing toolbox as I explored many different creative ways, and I've noticed that these good ideas not only work for people shorter than me, but they work for people taller than me as well. And so let's look at some of these creative strategies. One of our favorites is Darth Vader breathing, where you breathe air up the nose and air out the mouth. You really want to extend that exhale to calm the nervous system, to help the body do its very best work. And so to breathe like Darth Vader is way awesome. Air up the nose, and it can be out the mouth like you're fogging a mirror. Or that exhale can just be a tightening of the throat, closing the mouth, and you just feel like you have the ocean in the back of the throat. Another creative way is Bella's breath. We like this one a lot too. This is also a great strategy for folks who are sitting down at a desk or at a computer or driving a lot, because it's working shoulders as well. So you breathe the shoulders together and then open them up with the inhale, close them with the exhale. Bella's breath is inhale and exhale. Bubbles are great. Children love bubbles. We all enjoy blowing bubbles. And it simply is an act of breathing. Air at the nose. And then real gentle. And that one can be a lot of fun. A little messy. Probably better to try outside. But kids do enjoy that way of breathing, and it's a good Cersei to have, or a souvenir for breathing practices. All right, there's also a great storybook that I learned during yoga teacher called Frog's Breathtaking Speech, How Children and Frogs Can Use Yoga Breathing to Deal with Anxiety, Anger. In this, there are several strategies introduced, including humming bee breath, where the bee breathes in and then breathes out with a hum. And when you're through with the hum, you breathe in and hum out. You breathe in and you hum out. And do that 3 times. Although it's not a great strategy for inside the classroom during maybe a learning opportunity, it's not too bad on the playground or a time when it's a little bit louder, and that could work. It's a good strategy also for headaches to know about humming bee breath. So in her curriculum, Mind Up curriculum, Goldie Hawn shares about the power of the breath and the benefits of the breath, and how in teaching folks about breathing, you create this habit that goes when an anxious or tense situation happens, you don't go to that fight or flight response, you go to the deep breath. And when you train yourself to do that, you have a more reflective response versus a reactive response. Goldie Hawn also talks about in Mind Up curriculum the idea of having your downstairs brain and your upstairs brain. And your upstairs brain is when you have that big emotion or that emergency mode. And the idea of moving from upstairs brain to downstairs brain is you move it by taking the deep breath. Another great tool in her resource, Mind Up curriculum. Upstairs brain to breathe to that downstairs brain. The way you get there is with the deep breath. And there's so much power in that. And again, that's what our yoga is all about, is the movements and the stillness that we enjoy during the yoga practice, incorporating the breath with those and using the breath. A lot of times we'll try to hold our breath when we have to try something very challenging, and it's counterproductive. You need the breath to get her done. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed learning about different creative ways to breathe. And then explore the toolbox below. The link is below, where you can look at some other creative ways to take a deep breath.